Hello, good evening, good Sunday. Happy Sunday. Today is episode number 101. So, welcome to episode 101. We're talking about motivation, whether or not it's real. So, stick around for the next 5 minutes. I'm going to prove to you that happiness is actually a choice and it doesn't happen by happenstance. It's actually something that you plan for and you choose. Now, in life, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because I had a recent conversation with one of my very close friends, and he didn't seem very motivated. He didn't seem very upbeat. And I'm puzzled because he's one of the smartest people that I know. And it's really strange that some people that are incredibly brilliant and they've got everything that's given to them, they're not using it to the full potential. And so, bro, if you're watching this, you know I'm talking about you. So, in terms of life, you have two options in life. Option number one is the boring one, which is you wake up at a certain time, which is right before work. You go to work, you do the mediocre minimum, you go home, you eat, maybe you travel during the year, you go into the weekend, you enjoy the Fridays, you enjoy the Saturdays somehow, maybe with some substances, and you do the normal things that everyone does. And then by the time you're at the end of your life, you're like, yeah, I had a good life. Option number two is you live life on your own terms. You wake up at a certain time, you wake up at 4 a.m. And the option two, before I keep going, option two is the challenging option, the one that you decide to challenge yourself on a daily basis. And there's a reason for that. It's not just craziness, there is a reason for that. Just stick around for 2 seconds. So, if you are the person who's going to wake up at 4 a.m., work out every single day, go to work and give it your absolute all, and try to challenge yourself to beat your performance every single day at work, and then go home and provide value for others and for yourself and increase your level of performance and intellect and physique every single day, and make your life a life full of giving, a life that is not just taking or cruising along. You're actually in the driver's seat of your life. So you get to decide whether or not you're happy. Like, you get to decide, because if you are doing everything according to your plan, you're challenging yourself every single day. It's very hard for you to look back and not be proud of yourself. And if you're proud of yourself, then you're progressing, right? I mean, progress equals happiness. And without progress, then there is very little happiness. Happiness just becomes like a circumstance, like a happenstance kind of thing. It just comes and goes, right? So you're relying on your circumstance, you're relying on whether or not you're waking up in a good mood in order for you to feel happy. That makes absolutely no sense. It's literally a choice. So you can either choose to be someone that is in control of their life. You can choose to be someone who lives life on your own terms, that you attract and you don't chase. Now, what do I mean by you attract and you don't chase? You attract positivity. You attract good luck. You attract goodness to your life. How do you do that? How do you attract things? Well, you attract by being an attractive person, by being a magnet. And how do you become a magnet? You become a magnet intrinsically by choosing to live a challenging life, by choosing to live a productive life. You become the energy giver, because a lot of people are very, like, they're drained of energy and they just want to see someone that's got this energy in order for them to see that it is possible for them to have a life full of energy. And all you have to do is choose. That's all you got to do. So, the whole talk here that I started with is motivation real? And I don't think motivation is real. I think motivation is a choice. I think motivation is related to the options that you choose in your life. Either one, you choose one option one, which is the social norms. You wake up whenever the society expects you to wake up. You sleep whenever society deems it acceptable for you to sleep. You do things in between that no one really knows and no one really cares. You're kind of just gradually crumbling down and maybe gaining weight and whatever, and not really improving yourself. And then you are going to be sad for a very large portion of your week. You're going to be in a sad state. Why? Because you're not in control, right? You feel like you're out of control. There's no progress. So the opposite of no progress is sadness. Progress equals happiness. So now option two is you challenge yourself. right? Because people are like, okay, why are you waking up at 4 a.m.? Why are you doing so much work? Why are you doing this? Because you see some people are like, they're juggernauts, right? They don't stop. They just keep going over and over again, right? Well, I mean, the reason why they're doing it is because they're creating a purpose in their life. They're creating that purpose. They are giving value by improving themselves, by improving their life, by challenging themselves on a daily basis. So they become a better person, and then you see that, and then you benefit from them. And so they're inspiring you. And by the end of their life, what they're looking back is they're looking at all the people that they positively influenced and changed so that they can live a more fulfilling life. One quote that I heard, which is absolutely beautiful, is that you should be the beauty for other people, or rather, you should be the happiness for other people. And you cannot give happiness or beauty to other people if you yourself are not challenging yourself to become that, to become better. So, my friends, is motivation real? Motivation is not real. Options are real. And that's why if you choose option one, it's very hard for you to actually predict that you'll be happy. But if you choose option two, then for you, happiness is a normal thing because you're going to be progressing, and progress equals happiness. Are you going to have some sad days? Absolutely. Are you going to have some days where you feel like not doing anything at all? Absolutely. But that is part of the challenge. So, my friends, what will you choose? Option number one, sadness, no progress, cruising along, social norms, or option number two, challenges, becoming better, becoming the best version of yourself. And as the military says, be all that you can be. Have yourself a great night.